Literally, that's what it's called. It's called COVID and coffee, right? Just did the coffee. Now I'm waiting for the cream to do its thing. Gotta put in cinnamon. That's what I do. 1, 2. A little bit of cinnamon in your coffee's pretty good. I kind of make it more like a, mine is more like a breakfast coffee. The cream is spinning up right now. I have to have my special cream. I'm not a black coffee person. I gotta have this stuff in it right here. It's a chocolate caramel. This is the best. Three people on. Come on. Thumbs up. Come on. Oh, 2 people on. Only 1 thumbs up. Look at that steam, huh? Look at that steam on there. Esterian, what's going on? God, we got 3 thumbs up. That's awesome. Chef, what's going on, guy? That's early for you. You have your day off today, don't you? What are you up to today, Chef? Are you still working on your truck? What's your temperature like? You're one of them Jersey boys. You gotta be cold too. It's only 17 over here right now. Actually, no, it's more now. Now that the sun's up. Monster RC, what's going on, guy? Wow. Wow, your weather's nice compared to us. It was 17 stinking degrees this morning. All right. Bring the coffee over. My iPad is doing some kind of a crazy update, so I'm trying to see if I can set up chat on this thing, but this thing keeps going black. I'm not sure why. So we are just returning today, hopefully on the end of this little project here. It was this box right here being toted around for, I don't know, the guess is like around 12 years. It's a model engine. It's a V8. I think it's like Chevy or something like that. GM, whatever. But it's a massive box. I mean, here's the size of my hand inside the box, and this literal box has been between closets and basement and the attic, and I figured finally it's time to finish it. My son had started it, or we had started it probably 12-ish years ago, something like that. So I figured it's time for me to finish it. Nothing much. Lauren, what's going on, guy? Gus, good morning. Hope you're doing well this morning. If you guys have checked it out, both, I have no idea why that died. That's garbage. Anyways, that was weird. The stream just dumped out for no reason. There shouldn't be any issue with the stream. So I'm going to try to use this. And this isn't... I don't even know how to use my own stuff here. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Don't forget to watch them ads. That's what's helping feed the channel.
Guys, we're gonna
What?
one-shot the Exoplex.
Why is that on there? That's not what I clicked. That's exo caged. I clicked on my own. Why did he show up? That's weird. All right. How do I do the chat? I think I have to do the chat like this. So it's going to be kind of different as the thing loads here. Exo caged, he's a good guy. Let's get some good content on there. Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't know what a mess. Cool as long as you don't add a brushless motor. No. You did that. You did that model back in '75. That's awesome, Dutch. Right. And the reason why I got this is I think I remember when I was a kid, I think I did this model as well. So what I did was I obviously bought it for my son because, well, I wanted my son to be involved in mechanics, and he is a mechanic now, which is crazy. But when I got this project for him as a gift, he was all psyched, pumped about it, and he basically built basically the lower half of the motor, did the pistons, he did the cam, did the crank, did all the connecting rods, all that stuff. But I think, at that time he was more interested in Xbox and whatever else. So we'll be back, gonna make some breakfast. Oh, nice. But what I was saying was if you guys haven't had a chance to go check out Gus's Custom Creations and Chef Beardsley, Chef is actually going to be building a TLR kit pretty soon, I hope. He's just amassing some parts, and then Gus's Custom Creations, I'm not sure if he did a video or not. I can't remember. I think he did. The difference between like Facebook and videos, I think he did do a video, but he's got a 6x6 that he's building for a customer, and you should go check it out if that's exactly what he did. I don't remember the difference. Like I said, the difference between Facebook and YouTube. There's videos on Facebook. There's videos on YouTube. I just don't remember which is which, but go check out those channels anyway. But yeah, so this is basically what's on this table right here is literally what's left in this kit. So it went from a pretty good size box to basically this. So hopefully I can just get this finished today. Shouldn't really take long. And yes, I am doing it by the manual. I am cracking a manual. So where are we right now? So basically, this is where we've gotten to. Basically, what we're looking at is we're looking at a short block, oil pickup, oil pan, dipstick, torque converter. These cylinder walls, everything's been installed. Cam gear, crankshaft gear, starter is in, oil pickup. I think I said that, and I had also assembled both the left and right heads with their little spring valve things. Each one of these is actually on a spring, which is pretty crazy. I didn't go through the whole thing of like sanding each piece down. You can feel there's a little like resistance. This one has a little bit of resistance, but it's going to be fine. It's going to work. So all the valves are in. The exhaust manifold is on. It would have been cool if they did headers. It just, I don't know. I think it would have like made it look better, but this is only a 2-barrel carb. So I guess it really, yeah. Or maybe, it would have been cool if they do a supercharger one. But so we're done with that. And now I think I have to install the rocker arms. I do have to install the what is that? It's like this shaft, the shaft that goes through that just basically holds the rocker arms on. I do have to install the push rods, which are apparently like these that go into it's kind of like a combination push rod and lifter. So when you look at these pieces, instead of it being like a separate piece, it's actually the lifter right here, which technically this is a solid lifter engine, right? So it's got the lifter, and obviously this would be the rod. So I've got to I do have to actually snap off these little pieces, and yeah. Hopefully that's like literally it. I think that's it. Just assembling, you know, some other pieces. Obviously, the intake manifold needs to go on. The water pump needs to be glued together, front side, back side, and front side. The alternator, or technically this is a generator. The generator needs to be cleaned up and installed. It does have an oil filter, which is nuts. So that needs to be installed. Yeah, so just some stuff. So I figured I'd just finish this up. Venom, good morning. Speaking of Facebook, what do you think? If you're talking to me, Asterian, I already commented. Video should be up on YouTube tomorrow. Awesome. Dylan Davis, California. Guy, dude, you're up early. What's it, like 6 for you? All right, so where are we in this project? Like I said, I think we got to finish these. Yeah. So it is basically finishing this, I think. So it is installing the rocker arm shaft with the rocker arms installed, and then putting that little cap on the end for each piece right there. So that's the dipstick. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's one. Here's two. I did come across a conflict, but I think I squared it away. When I was trying to install this rod, obviously there's no way to, you know, like hone, a line hone this section here to be able to put this in. So what I did is I just took a razor blade and just kind of like dug at it. But I think it seems like it's still a little tight. So but I think that's basically where we left off. Wow. Oh my God. I think I just like jammed that in there. Today on RC Guy Garage, we're going to break the model that we just made. All right. So I'm going to try and get you down to something like that so you can more see it. Hopefully this is going to be in frame. Doesn't look like it is. So you'll be able to see comments kind of like right there. Whippersnappers. I did sand one of these, I think this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, there was like a squareness to the tops, which made it difficult to try to slide that rocker arm shaft in. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
Right now, it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 44 degrees.
Okay, to understand, the Alexa that answered is way over there. The one that I just asked is that one. Why does the one that's behind me in a totally different room answer? I don't get it. J.O., good morning. Hopefully you're doing well. Staying warm. Also, JORC, don't forget to go pop over to his channel as well. He's been doing a couple of videos recently, and I don't know if he wants to say it right now, but he yeah, something about the new LOSI. Jo, if anybody knows Jo likes his monster trucks. But Jo has been doing a couple of videos on some pretty interesting little RCs. I think WPL and a couple other things. Did go in a little bit better, but gotta be careful though. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. So I think I do have to sand this one down as well. It does have just some edges where it was, I think, attached onto the little tree. So the iPad is actually asking me to install now. So I'm installing the update. And the iPad just went black. That's nice. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. Warning, do not install new update. It'll brick your device. All right. Hopefully that's enough. Seems like the ridges are gone. All right. So I'm just going to go after this tree right here. You can see it's got a lot of extra flashing or slag still on it. So I have to scrape all those pieces off. I'm not going nuts with this model. I'm basically just getting it done. I don't know what I'm going to do with this model after I'm done with it. I don't know if I'll give it to my son or what. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll give it to him because it was a project that you know, he never finished. So, all right. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure all these pieces just slide on and are free, and that one's not. That hole is significantly smaller. Isn't that funny? Same thing with that one. And that one doesn't fit either. Is this the one with the motor and hand? Yeah, this is the one with the hand crank. But you know, you can motorize anything. So the thought was to actually light it up and put a small motor to it. Not a 12S. We're not going what is that? Kevin Talbot on it. This is literally just, this was before Kevin Talbot. This was probably before Kevin Talbot was born. So now I'm just going to grab, it's not saying to grab these right now, but being this project had carried through like multiple areas in the home, the wonderment is if all the parts are here. So there should be 16 of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's one head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's one missing. Oh no. No, 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 no. There's actually one. Oh, here we go. 8. Scared myself. I'd have to make one. If that was the case, I literally would have made one. Probably could have 3D printed one too. Grumpy one. What's going on, guy? I doubt working on good RC stuff helped me understand mechanics and machinery. You doubt? Oh, yes, no doubt, right. Dude, I mean, working on like when we were kids, I mean, guess I want to say like our age group, you know, we worked on, you know, models and, you know, did like even snap type models and then graduated onto glue models, and it made you learn what stuff was. And like the generation of now, like they don't understand any of this. And granted, it probably will have nothing to do with them, which is crazy. It's crazy to think, man. It's kind of like when we talk about like 8-tracks, you know what I mean? Eventually there's going to be a generation that goes, a CD, what's a CD? You know, imagine that. 8-track players. I actually wish I did have an 8-track player just for my Camaro. I do have an original. I think it's I think it's just an AM radio, an old GM AM radio. iPad is going through its little setup process. Models to go karts, mini bikes, real race cars, and motors. Right, Barry, absolutely. Yep. Hands-on learning, real world stuff like this it really is. C Stone. It's really going back, right? Really going back in the day, exactly, man. Yep. Well, I mean, it's the stuff that I remember, you know. I remember, I think I remember when I was a kid, in my mother's Camaro, in her 68 Camaro that she had an 8-track player. Basically mounted under the dash, it was factory. And I think I remember her playing Boston. Not the city. It's an actual group called Boston. All right. So what was I supposed to do here? Oh yeah, okay. So gotta grab one of these. I want to make sure that it slides in, which already it's not. Gotta be kidding me. All right, so it looks like we're good that way. So, and I don't think it's going to make a difference which way this actually gets installed, right? Nah, it don't make a difference. I do need the cap. There's supposed to be an end cap in here somewhere. This is where paper plates come in handy. And I don't have any big plates. I do have a regular plate. So I'm just gonna swap this out for a bigger tray. So this little piece right here, need that. That's the end cap. There should be 2 of those, I hope. All right. Could that literally be the one piece that's missing? You know that? That actually might, no, there we go. I'm telling you, man, if this model kit still has everything everything in it, that would be amazing. It really would be. Earl, good morning. Boston's music was really good. Eagles. The Eagles, too. All right. So which way? Oh, it actually does say to grease these. Or oil them. I'll do that after the fact. All right. So I know, obviously, install. Slide in. Install 2 more. Slide in. Install 2. Making sure it's getting installed the right way here. Slide in. Install 2 more and then a single. I didn't realize this one was not in there. There we go. So jump that. There we go. The only thing is, what keeps these in place? Oh, I didn't install the spacers. There's actually spacers. Whoops. I was wondering what was going to keep these in place. A spacer. That's why you're supposed to look at the instructions, so you don't do stuff like this and waste your time. Now, do I actually have the spacers? I don't think they're these, are they? One. No, that wouldn't be. There's 4 of them, so I need 1, 2. I think these are the. Okay, we may have just come across an issue because there's only 4 of these spacers, and there needs to be 1, 2, 3. So I may have thrown away a parts tree. Crap. Oh no. Is that literally possible? Oh, there's one. So I just need 1 more. Oh, there we go. You've got to be kidding me. Wow. That's nuts. This is so crazy that this model literally so far has not been missing 1 piece. Needs a stroker kit. Yeah, right. Well, the pistons really aren't reaching the top, man. So if I did put longer rods in, look at that. See? We still got a little bit of clearance there. Put some dome pistons in. LS equals a little sloppy in this case. Yes, sir. This is just an old motor. I'm not sure exactly. It doesn't really, I don't think it ever really says what it is, but it's got that like GM look to it. All right. So now I think I'm ready. No more wasting time here. So single, which I should slide that like that. Single, spacer, this makes it harder. Dog's over here puking. So that piece doesn't seem like it's fitting. That is all the way over too, I think. All right, came across our first issue. Looks like I'm gonna have to sand this piece. To sand it down because I don't think there's shorter ones, right? Oh, actually, is this one shorter? This one actually does feel shorter. Might have to just sand these to get them to fit. This is the spacer that goes in between. Looks like that one might be it. And that would be a no. So apparently I do have to sand this. I think I need to get some more aggressive sandpaper here. This is going to take forever doing it on this little tiny thing here. Yeah, it does not fit. Trying to see if any of these are different. It'd be funny if one of them was like different. I don't think it is though. I'll swap it just in case. See what happens. Alright, nope. Definitely gonna have to need to sand that or something. I'm gonna grab some more aggressive paper than whatever the heck that is. That's some nice 80 grit. That should sand it down pretty quick. Oh yeah, I sanded it down way quick. Looks like it's lopsided too. Nice. All right. Did I sand it down enough? No, apparently I didn't. What? Seemed like I took a lot off. Maybe I didn't. See if I can go a little straighter. definitely shorter. God. There's definitely no way I would have patience doing a model kits anymore. I just don't have it. Well, I mean, I'd probably do an RC kit, but not model kits anymore. I've got like 50 of them too. All Camaros and a Firebird. First gen. Gotta do a lot of sanding on this thing. Imagine if this is the wrong piece. What the? There we go. All right. Cool. Okay, so that's there. This is pretty cool, man. All right, so next one. This one might not have to be sanded. You just put a LiPo battery in and forgot to press start. Awesome. Ah, so that is why. So apparently you do have to sand. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. So this one needs to be sanded too. Holy smokes. Seems kind of weird. Why would you have to sand these? You don't want to sand it too far either, because if you do, then the rocker arm is going to pop off. God. Nope, still needs more. Just a little more, I think. Maybe. Yeah, just a touch more. There we go. Cool. So pretty sure this one's going to have to be sanded too. Seeing that all the other ones had to be sanded. Yep. You're waiting to try the Italian? Just a touch more. Boy, even more. Wow. There we go. Sweet. Install the last one. And put the little... Oh, isn't that funny? What? It's like the rod isn't long enough. Huh. The rod actually is not long enough to put the cap on. At least I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not long enough to put the cap on now. Maybe some of the rocker arms need to be sanded too. That's a bummer. Yeah, definitely not. Huh. When I look at the alignment, yeah, that wouldn't even make any sense because it would literally have to be the first one. Wouldn't have to do with any of the other ones. It would literally have to be the first one. So that's kind of messed up. What I can do though, since that's not going to work that way, what I can do, is that going to work? No, it's not going to work. There's not enough on that tip to put this on. So what I can do, this stinks. I can sand down this one, making sure that shaft is pushed all the way through. I can sand down this edge right here to at least get the rocker arm to be able to, you know, not the rocker arm to slide over, but to have the this little end cap be able to go onto the end, because I have to glue that end cap onto there, onto that rocker shaft. So if I sand just this edge right here, that should work. Made it to work. Sorry to hear that. J-O, that's funny. Sorry to hear that, Lauren. Sorry, man. Feel your pain. All right, looks like that did it. So now I should be able to just basically put a little tiny drop of glue into there and very carefully slide that on. This is going to be the fun part. Right here. Because I can't see. Whoa. That's a little bit too much glue. Dang it. Alright, I need to get a paper towel. That's way too much glue. Hopefully that will do it. That did it. Yeah. Sweet. Check it out. Awesome. Very, very cool. Let that set up, let it do its thing, and work on the other one. So, do the same thing. Grab all my little rocker arms here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure they all slide onto the shaft. And that looks like that one doesn't. So all these went on except for this one, I think. Oh, that one went on too. All right. So they all freely move. Obviously, I know I'm going to have to probably sand down these. So 1, 2, 3. Amazing. I literally can't believe all these pieces are still here. See you later, Lauren. Have a good one, man. See you later, Gus. Glad to have you on. Have a good day at work. Oops, I'm already installing it the wrong way. Oh yeah, wanted to make sure that this shaft slid in here first. And right away it doesn't. So it means I need to just grind away a little bit. This area. that one. And same thing there. Still a little tight on that one. I had a drill bit to run through it. Alright, so got all the way through except for the last one. And the last one is getting hung up, I think, on this edge. There we go. All right, so just make sure. Did I just do the wrong one? I think I did. All right, that'll be fine, I think. Yep, that works for me. All right. Now, again, most likely, these all need to be sanded down. Right? Oh, that one fits. Well, that's a help. Not funny, huh? Whoa. Gone forever. James, man, what's going on, guy? And that one does need to be sanded. RC Rorschach, what's going on, guy? Time for a lumpy cam. Well, I tell you what, it's funny you say that. The cam is lumpy actually, because I noticed that it still has like its ridges from where it was connected to the plastic. So it is a lumpy cam. All right, wow. Yeah, this went actually a lot smoother than the other side. I don't know why the other side, like every single piece needed to be sanded. Only one piece needed to be sanded on this one. And then look at that, the rocker arm isn't going to be an issue. I got to make sure everything is all oriented the right way. Looks like it is. Yeah, all these like literally line up. And the end piece, there's enough sticking out on the end to be able to just glue that little cap on without an issue. So isn't that weird? So go ahead and grab the little tire glue here. Like I said, this is the fun part. This is where I end up putting on too much. And it actually didn't even go into where it's supposed to. I don't even think it went into the hole. Well, we'll see. Oh. I just don't want the rocker arm to get glued. Just hold it in place for a second. That should be it. Seems pretty free. Just make sure that that thing stays away. I don't know, maybe literally these three pieces were supposed to be on that side? I don't even know. All right. That'll help with the timing. Right. Bust out the chainsaw. I've got that bad boy working. Only problem now the wife has me work. Nice guy. That's okay though. Nothing wrong with that. It's always good to, make sure you keep the home front nice and happy. All right. So this is all set. So we are now done with step 6 of step 16, which was installing, putting together the heads. So now, looks like we're back onto some more engine detail. So now we're going to be working on the water pump, pulley, and the actual fan. So, and it actually has a water pump impeller. Sometimes there's like, it's funky stuff when you think about it, that it's like, it really has a water pump impeller. That is messed up. Because it's like it doesn't really need it, but they put it in anyway. It seems, I don't know, it's kind of cool. All right, so we'll just push this stuff off to the side now. We'll grab the parts, which obviously the case, this piece, these pieces,
No.
the actual pulley,
No.
which, not funny. Check it out. They actually make you, because these would have the old style V groove pulley. Check it out. It literally gives you the groove. Look at that. Put that piece on, it gives you the groove. That's nuts. So some of the detail that went into this is actually pretty, actually it goes this way, I think. Yeah, it goes that way. I think. Yeah, there we go. I think that's the way it's supposed to go, like that. I wonder if that piece is even supposed to be glued. Yeah, it might be. Look at that, huh? So before ARRMA did it, Revelle was already doing the safe D thing here.
It's literally egg, Stacey. You can't eat it.
I want it. She's like, I want it though. You have to give it to me. All right, so here's the impeller. So this is the water pump impeller with the shaft. And the impeller is actually like literally designed like an impeller. What? That's nuts. All right. So we get that. Get those pieces. So how many pieces were they asking for? Looks like an end cap. I don't know what that end cap is. I think it's this. Looks like that's that end cap right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good to go. Look at that. It even has a, well, kind of like a harmonic balancer. That's funny. So, fan and water pump. I guess it's just like figure it out, whether if it needs to be glued or not.
You can sit there all you want.
It's like, I will. You're going to give me.
What's this leg? What's this little leg? Your little chicken wing? Hmm? What's your dinner?
Think she's hungry? Daisy. Daisy, what you doing?
What's that?
Daisy. She's like, no, there's food being made. All right. So we have to insert, obviously, the water pump thing in there.
Yeah, your life's so hard.
And it is a little tight, so I think I'm gonna have to sand that shaft a little bit. Oh, we got 3 dogs, but yeah, that's a she's a English Mastiff. How much do you think Daisy weighs right now? Do you think she's actually lost weight?
You ask if she's lost weight? I don't know. She's more than me. I know that.
Well, yeah. It doesn't take much to be more than you. You weigh like 100 pounds. That's a little bit better.
I think she's probably like, what, 130?
She was 142 on her last visit, and she still wasn't done growing.
Maybe she's 150 then.
Yeah, she's up there. All right.
She's healthy though. She's not fat.
Yes, no, she's definitely she's a healthy weight, right?
You're not feeding it.
I'm not liking how that's binding. Why is that binding? Almost like it needs a washer. Why is that binding? I think I just need to like grind it a little bit. It does actually say to oil it. Can I have the olive oil?
Olive oil?
Yeah. Because I don't think I just want to put a drop of that on here. That's probably a bad idea, huh? How am I going to do this? No, it's not even going on my finger. What the heck?
Because it has the hole in it. It needs to have the air come in.
Oh, okay, there we go. Thank you. All right. Right, need some grease, exactly.
What you trying to cut?
Hopefully that'll work. Should work. Ah, yeah. Nice. It's all it literally needed. A little bit of olive oil on there. Cool. I just want to make sure it doesn't go on the shaft where it's going to be glued. All right. Now we can install the backside. So we're going to see what areas touch. Which
Yeah,
area?
the girl give me food.
Yeah, exactly. Food? I think if I put like glue there, and that thing there, right there. Might be better off actually putting the glue on here. Yeah, I think I'll put the glue on this side. So, get this glue right here. That's a brush and nozzle. Is that the one I want? Can't remember if it's this one that I used. I think it's this one. Can smell it. It's pretty powerful. It's just not dropping down. I think I need to get some new glue. Yeah, maybe this one isn't it. Is this the one I can't even remember if this is the one I used. Doesn't seem to be dropping down. Is this one maybe? Nah, I don't think it was this one. This one almost looks like it's frozen. That's like weird stuff. This stuff is weird. This is like brush on glue. This is the stuff I think I need to use. If this does not squeeze out, I just got to switch over to the tire glue. Oh, wait a minute. Something's happening.
Go away.
Oops. Way too much.
Go find something else to do.
What, bothering you is not something to do?
No. I'm just waiting for drool to drip on my foot.
Alright. I think that's going to be all right. I know exactly what you were just humming.
Oh, that.
Yes, I totally know. Oh no, right? That one? Oh, that's a riot. Oh no. Oh no.
It's so funny.
It is. Oh no, I can't believe you're doing that. That is a riot. Oh no. You know what? I wonder if that's going to be a problem. I don't think so. All right. So technically what I need to do is I need to make sure these pieces are going to stay together. So that's where the, whatever it is comes into play. The, these things, you know, whatever these things are called. Is that going to even work? Oh, glue's getting everywhere. Probably should have used the tire glue. Tire glue probably would have worked better than this junk. Fingers are all getting stuck together. That's awesome. All right. So I think I'm just going to use my tire glue here. Put a couple of dabs in some areas. Maybe like right there. A little dab there. Do a little thing over here. Whoa. Do you see clothespins anywhere? Oh, no. Never mind. Another one right here. I want to do something right here. So I think I'll just do a little bit right there. A little bit. Just dumped on a whole thing of it. And maybe a little touch right. Oh my god. This tire glue just flows out.
Yeah, you can start me all day if you want.
Oh, she will. You know that. Should be all right. We'll just let that set up someplace where it won't get stuck. All right. So now pulley, that piece. Should be able to just assemble that as a complete unit, I'm assuming. So with this piece obviously does go that way, and I don't feel like I need to glue it. I think it'll stay. Or maybe I should just do like a touch of glue. Let's see, do I have the ability to do a little touch here? Or is this stuff just gonna flow out like crazy? It's just gonna flow out like crazy. All right, put that on. And I'll just give it a flip. That should be all right. I don't have, Michael, I actually don't have anything. The glue that was in here was solid. So I'm just getting this thing done. So I'm using a combination of my tire glue, and it's all the wrong stuff, but it is working. I do need to get more tire glue. I'm really low now. This stuff was working, but for some reason it's not working now. It's some kind of weird, funky gel stuff. It doesn't look like anything's going onto the counter, which is good. That's a plus. Seems fun. All right, so we got that's together. Put the fan together. Like this. Holes are not lining up. Why is that? Oh, there we go. That was easy. That, I think I'll use a little bit of this tire glue again. Drop and a drop. And what I'll do is I'll install it and then flip. If I install it, it won't make a difference. It's going everywhere. It's not wanting to press down. Why is that? Looks like the plastic is bent. Fingers are getting stuck. Looks like the plastic's just bent out of shape a little bit. Is that for me? Thank you. It's awesome, Sam. Thank you very much. Should set up all right. Check it out. Pretty cool. All right, I think I'll move on to something else because it's going to take a little bit for this glue just to set up. So I'll push that aside. The next thing would be to go ahead and put together the generator, which is like an alternator, but this is a generator. This just gives you an idea of like the age of the car. Wonder if this is a 6-volt system. So it looks like we are actually using screws because it does come with a bracket to actually put tension on the belt. So this has got a whole bunch of pieces. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plastic pieces for this thing. So we've got this piece, that piece is for that. Got this piece, which is the other half. It looks like the other half of the pulley, which it definitely is. So I know obviously those pieces are getting glued together. I've got this piece right here, which is must be the shaft. This piece right here, which is the actual generator. So that means this thing turns. It's got this piece right here, which obviously goes in. And this little shaft piece gets it's supposed to get a little bit of lube, but what I might do is I might just sand it down a little bit. Dan, what's going on, guy? There's tons of Overton coffees. Well, I don't know if it's tons, but there's a few of them. So it actually does seem like this may need to have some olive oil. Well, actually, that fixed it. That's all it was. So that's fine. So obviously that shaft is going in there. I think I will do a little bit of olive oil, but check this out. Look what my daughter just made me. What is it? Is it eggs with cheese?
Yeah.
And salt and pepper? Or just pepper?
Salt and pepper and
Mrs. Dash?
no. Red pepper flakes.
Oh, red pepper flakes. Wow, awesome. Thank you.
Yes, hello Daisy. Yes.
All right, so I'm obviously going to install all of these pieces together as a unit. And then once it's done, then glue it, because that's just how it's supposed to be. There actually is an alternator. There's a bracket. So there's actually a bracket that goes from the front to back. Must be for alignment. Yeah. So there's this bracket right here. Which way does it go? Does it go that way? Or this way? Looks like it goes this way. And then that just obviously aligns the very bottom. So when this is installed like this, it's a little bracket here. Which goes like that. I'm not exactly sure if that should be glued or what. It is keyed too. So there's like a little keyed section right there, just to keep that aligned. One hole is way bigger than the other, which obviously goes that way. So just make sure all these parts actually fit. RC guy, garage RC guy. What's up, guy? Did you get a present? You know what's funny? It's actually not showing up as a red thing. Wonder why that is. Let's see, YouTube. Boom. That's why I can get rid of this now.
Attention homeowners. Can we use your home to showcase our next generation metal roofing system?
No.
Watch this important message now for full details.
Oh, thanks.
Erie Metal Roofs is
Don't forget to watch those ads.
now for full details.
Oh, thanks. There we go. Cool. Now, see, that's weird. Now it's showing up. Guy, are you signed in with your other account because you're not getting highlights? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know how I was signed in. I now get the highlights now, though. Delish. Is that a cheddar cheese? Very good, thank you. All right. I was gonna oil it, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. After I sanded it, it actually seems like it did the job. So basically need to install this piece onto there, like that, which that is going to be glued. Yep. Okay. So what I'll do is I should probably try to use this. Stuff just doesn't work. It's not working though. It's like not working right. Right. Breakfast made with love, nothing better. Absolutely. Look at that. All right. So the gel actually worked. Okay. Cool. Maybe I can literally just leave this piece. Just like that. Oh, something's rubbing. We got some conflict. Something's rubbing here. Well, I don't know if that's going to work. Might be something I'm going to have to heat up or something. was here, was he? Yeah, Earl was here, but he's probably working right now. Now I'm not going to install that. Yeah, that bar doesn't get installed. I mean, it gets installed, but it doesn't get yeah. What am I trying to say? I want to make sure it's this piece. It's flat on there. Seems like it's fine. A little bit of a conflict there. Rubs just a little bit. Looks like it's like bent. So I'll address that later.
No, you guys are just pretending to like me.
They're pretending to like you? Is that what you said?
I said pretend. No.
So I'm just kind of holding it into place. Might just have to take like a heat gun to this little plastic piece if it still is a conflict. That's all set. There is this piece though. This is an upper bracket, I think. This is actually what? All right, so this is actually the bracket for the generator here, or alternator. This is the bracket for that. This is actually the fuel pump actuator rod. That's crazy. So you can see right here, we're going to put together the fuel pump right now. There is supposed to be a nut and bolt that goes on there. So maybe for now, maybe I'll go ahead and put that on there. But there's a fuel pump right there. Glue that together. It actually said no glue on the part that I put glue on. At least I did. I actually had it going on the shaft. I just did it different. It's fine. No big deal. It's the same thing. But this is that bracket. It gets installed on here. Like that. I think I'll just leave this alone. I'll go after the fuel pump right now. Make sure that these halves go together. In which it's a little bit of that flash stuff there. These parts don't seem to be aligning. Well, maybe it is. There we go. All right. So let's see. So the actuator rod actually goes right there. I would assume this actuator rod doesn't actually work, but it does seem like it's a free piece. All right, lining this up is going to be a pain in the neck. Is that like a little piece of slag right there? Yeah, it is. What's that piece look like? There's a little piece right there. So that's why. All right. That's nuts. So that piece definitely goes to get it better now. Nala, what's going on, guy? It's funny, this actuator rod seems like it's printed wrong. Goes better one way, I think, than it does the other. Huh? Let's look at, see, it's not going in the other way. Isn't that funny? It's like this side is a bigger hole than what this has. Could be. That needs to be reamed out a little bit or something. I think that was it. Is that settled in there now? Seems like it is. say that that piece is probably fine now. Let that piece set up. Come back to the water pump, which should be all set now. A little bent. That's all right. So make sure that that's pulled through enough. Spins free. Go ahead and put this end piece on. This piece gets glued on. I'm gonna put the fan on though. Let's see if the fan's all set up. So the fan actually gets onto here. Something like that. And then I'll do the glue here. Do it like that. Oop. That's the only thing that I was worried about. So what I need to do is need to get something down inside there to keep that shaft out and push this in. Make sure I'm putting this fan on the right way here. So it has a little D shape in it, I think. Can't see it now. There we go. I think that's it. Something along those lines right there. Seems like it's all right. Let that piece set up. Now we can come back to the little generator here. I don't think I need to do anything other than put this little piece on, the bottom here. It's just gonna snap it in. So that's on there. And now we're looking at the timing cover and the crank pulley and basically the harmonic balancer. And it looks like there's a vibration dampener retainer as well. And that looks like might be that piece. I don't think I finished the oil filter, did I? But I still see the oil filter there. I put it together, it just didn't do anything with it. So, all right. So fuel pump is all set. Generator is basically all set except for the bracket. Water pump and fan pulley and fan, that's all set. So now we're just going to do the timing cover and the basically the dampener. As long as I've got those parts. So it looks like those parts are kind of right here. So you've got these two pieces here. Seems like that's all right. The cover, which is this piece right here, which is clear. That hole looks like it's off. Oh no, that hole is that broken? No, it's not broken. All right. So from the picture, this piece is obviously going into that piece, like that. And then this piece is going into there, but this piece is there, I think. Doesn't seem right. Might be this piece. Yeah, it looks like it's that piece. All right. An RC snow skimmer. That's cool. Chef, what's going on, guy? So obviously this piece does get some glue. So this piece gets a little glue. set. Well, basically all this stuff is done except for the bracket with the bolt. We'll leave that off for now. And now we get to put the heads on. So it is talking about making sure you sand off the mold line for a smooth operation, which I will do. No glue, but it does say you can use oil, obviously, on things to keep things nice and lubricated. So we'll drag the engine block over, which right now is a short block. We're basically going to be turning it into a long block now. We're going to install the heads. Do not over tighten the screws. Looks like I need 4 long screws, and I'm going to need obviously the 16 push rods with the lifters, which are already attached. So it did say to sand it off, but I don't think there is a mold line. It's already like round. What are they talking about? Oh, wait a minute, I see it. I get it. So literally, just get a little sand on each one of these little things here. Charles, what's going on, guy? Got you a brand new what? In the box Traxxas Nitro. Wow. All right, so it looks like, kind of almost looks like we're doing this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and install basically the lifters and the push rods. And I'll do one side at a time. We'll grab the corresponding head, which what I need to make sure is I grab the correct side head. So let's see. There we go. So the correct side head is going to be oriented because it's going to have the attachment point for the water pump. So it looks like the fun part is going to be getting these to align in here. What the? Oh no. Oh my God, Daisy, you just bombed me. Almost seems like I should be installing it this way. Seems like it'll be, oh my God, Daisy, you stink so bad. Smell like septic, dog. I think this way is going to be easier than doing it that way. Oh my God, she smells horrible. Literally making me cough. All right, let's see. Is this way going to be the better way? Oh no, it's definitely not the better. It's definitely not the better way. How the heck are these going to be aligned? Wow. Because these things are all over the place. That ain't going to be easy. What the heck? Ooh. Oh, maybe it is easier than I thought it was. Ooh. Huh. Okay. Never mind. Oh, that wasn't that bad. As long as they're all going in to the spot. Yeah, I think it just went in. This one's getting bent. Why is that? That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. All right. So I do need those long screws. So that will go in there. Holy moly. That one will go in there. Come on. There we go. Seems like these screws would need Loctite. It says do not over tighten, but how tight does that mean? Think like that. Yeah, this head is not. Doesn't seem like it's on there straight. It's like it's warped. that guy was talking about, I think. Ah, that didn't even go in. Oh, wait a minute. The screws came out. The heck? Ah, you know what I bet? I bet that wasn't glued in. Yep, that's what it is. That was not glued in. Alright. So that means probably the other side's not glued too. Oh man. Where'd that little tiny plastic piece go? Right there. Alright. So these bolts were not installed into here. Like correctly. Alright. So that means I need to glue these little things in. Which that should be that should not be fun. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. What the? How the heck am I going to do that? Disaster. Where'd the little plastic thing go? There it is. So that's most likely the other side's not glued in either. So let's see. I'll just take the tire glue and I'll just go like this. It's way too much. I'll do the same thing to the other side right now, because this side came off. Most likely this side will come off too. Oh man, this tire glue is just so... Cold coffee and cold eggs. So I'm gonna let that set up. I can't really do anything. Don't think that tire glue is not going to come off your fingers, because it's a pretty free-flowing glue. It's literally just going to coat your finger with new skin. If you got a fingerprint reader, it's not going to work anymore. sure that no glue actually got inside the oars. Seems all right. Seems like it might be all right. Yeah, the heads are definitely bent. The plastic. Yeah, they're definitely bent. See, I'd noticed that the heads had a banana shape to them, and definitely see that right now. It's almost as if I should have sanded the heads down. You know, I wonder if I could do that. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna take a block and I'm gonna deck the heads. Well, deck the heads. That's what I have to do. That's crazy. So I'm gonna get a piece of wood. And I'm literally going to deck the heads right now because obviously that is what needs to happen. Doesn't say it in the instructions, but I'm gonna do is take a straight edge, come right across, and you can see the gap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take sandpaper and I'm gonna run it, because I don't think these cylinders, they don't look like they actually go in. What it is this area is curved. So when I do that, you can see that this is rocking. So I take sandpaper and basically just go back and forth on the head just to basically deck that surface. Just like this. Check that end. Yeah, the whole thing, look at that. Look how bad that end is. So I don't even know if this is actually gonna work. That's pretty bad. Dang. I knew it was a banana shape, but I didn't realize it was that bad. Now, I'm betting the block itself is straight. So I'm just going to take a little bit of sandpaper. I'm going to wrap this piece of wood. I'm going to get my coffee out of the way so I'm not eating plastic. Eat the rest of my eggs here. Send it out to the machine shop, right? Yeah, I just send it out to the machine shop. We're gonna machine it right now. We're gonna deck the head. Now, I'm gonna do it on the longer piece, which is kind of gonna be a pain. But it should work. Just like that. Boy, that's really close already. see what it looks like on here. Not perfect, but that is a little bit better. Yeah, it's more sitting flat now. You can actually feel it's like sliding on it. So, yeah. That's definitely better. Right about there, I think it is. Yep, that's way better. I'll be happy with that. Not perfect. There's still a little bit. Still a little bit, I think, on this side. Definitely better. Not perfect, but let's see. Cool. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Go on to the other side. Check this side. This one's way warped too. That side's not as bad. Let's see what it looks like if I just dry fit it real quick. This side actually seems like it fits better. There's a little bit of something right there. So I think I'll just do that back edge just a little. Yeah. Minimal rock. See right there, there's just a little bit of rock, but all that's straight now. It's almost as if maybe I should. I'll just do the whole surface again. Gonna go with it. Getting impatient here. Depending upon where we are in the stream, I am just gonna literally end it at noontime. So we may be done or not. There may be a part 4, which really is only part 3. All right, 2 long screws. 1, 2. Spin this thing around so I can see what's going on here. course, that one went to the ground. What else is new? Grab that one that fell on the floor after I put this one in. Definitely feel that that head is aligned better now. Come on. Almost seems like this is cross-threading. That'd be no good. Might be just the glue in the threads. Boy, after doing this, I want to do a bigger one. These screws are just so small. Something's crunching. What's crunching? Ah, that one's crunching. Why is that one crunching? It's like a alignment is off. Oh, the block is literally just falling apart. I think I'm like missing some glue or something here. So I'll hold that together like this. We got some bent valves here. Got some misalignment here. I have to somehow address that. Kind of working. You know what it is? Yeah, I know what it is. It's because when my son put this together, I think there's stuff in here that's supposed to be glued inside the block that's not glued. So, yeah, it's just going to have to stay the way it is. Oh, well. It's like the internal parts of the block are, oh, look at that bent. We got a bent push rod. We got bent push rods all over the place here. Oh, look at that one. Oh, it's getting jacked. Oh, maybe a little lubrication, who knows? But it seems like the block is like separating. So I think there was probably supposed to be some glue in there somewhere. I don't know. At least this thing will be done. That's all that matters, right? At least it'll be done. Yeah, look, it definitely looks like we got some definitely got some separation. Yeah, who knows? Maybe once I put that valley in, it'll be all right. So it looks like that's all set now. It does look like they want lubrication, so maybe I'll throw a little bit of olive oil in there. See what happens. not the right way to do this, but this is all I've got. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take olive oil and I'm just going to like just drizzle it. This is probably a bad idea. Oh, this is probably a bad idea. Just olive oil and just go dribble, 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 dribble. Oh my God. There's your lubrication. Holy smokes. Oh no, we got bent valves. We got lifters dropping out. Crap. We lost one. We got a casualty. All right. Drip some more olive oil on this side. Perfect. Let's see what we got. Whoa! Here goes the head. All right. Good enough. Definitely got some, that looks like we dropped another one right here. That one dropped out of place. Yeah, I think maybe once that valley's in there. Nah, see, that one keeps dropping out. That one's mangled. All right, let's see. Jeez. It's almost like we got some collision here. Let's see what's going on here. Getting there. All right, I got some issues here. I think we've got some, definitely got some collision issues. So maybe what I'll do is I'll drizzle olive oil like on everything, just go like that. You know, I mean, it's well lubricated now. Yeah, this block definitely needs, it's got some issues here. Looks like there's some screws that are supposed to be going in there too. So I think this little valley here, I think gets screwed down. So I think this little valley goes like this. So there's a screw there. There's nothing there. Seems like it goes this way, but I think it actually goes like this. Yeah. All right, so it goes like that. So that's just going to cover that. So nothing's actually going to bring these heads in. So I think what I might need to do is I might need to bring this in and glue the heads down to the block, it looks like. Because that doesn't seem like that's very happy like that. There's a lot of movement in there. Definitely seems like it's happy now, except for the squeaking of that thing. But with the olive oil in there, definitely seemed to help it out a little bit. Although we still have all right, I gotta get rid of that squeak. So I think I do need to glue the cylinder heads down to the block, because it seems like there's some issue with the way this is set up. So I'm just gonna, right now, just grab some glue. The intake manifold. Right. You're right. Wonder if that will draw it in. That's a good idea. That's a good point. Very good point. It looks like I'll have to. I'll sand the these ends of the intake manifold. Maybe that would, like what you're saying, maybe that would clamp it together. But it just seems like the heads themselves just are like they're coming out of the. Yeah, it looks like that screw let loose. This has just got some issues. It's going to have to be glued. I'm definitely going to have to glue it down. Let's see. It's not saying to install that valley yet. The water pump too. So the water pump needs to be installed as well. So I am going to have to oh, wait a minute. I need the timing cover first. So timing cover first. And that looks like that's just glued on. I shouldn't have to glue the pulley. Pulley should literally just like go right on it without glue. Oh God, I'm afraid like this is just gonna break. All right, that actually did go on. Okay. Went on easier than I thought. Maybe I will glue it on. So I'll put the timing cover on. Pick up that screw that I lost. All right. Those screws. Uh-oh. I think there's supposed to be screws in there that aren't in there. Oh, wait a minute, maybe not. All right, there is. So there's missing screws. So I gotta get those screws installed. So this is gonna go on there, I believe, like this. So there's one screw there, but there's two missing ones over there. So I do have to slide screws in there, which that should be fun. Maybe I'll wait. Getting ahead of myself here. All right, let's get this done the right way. So it looks like a drop of glue there, there, and there. So we'll use this stuff. Oh, crap. Literally see the heads falling apart. Front of the block is caving in. This ain't holding on. Yeah, we definitely got some issues here. The block is splitting. I think something was supposed to be glued and it's not. All right. Getting all over the place now. Get olive oil that literally dripped down into the oil pan. That's awesome. There's literally real oil in the oil pan now. I wonder if that means I could fill up that oil pan. Fill up the oil pan with oil. That way it's literally constantly lubricating, kind of, down there. All right. Definitely getting some issues here. Get some collision with some parts. All right, I think that timing cover's on there. Go ahead and install the water pump, which that's going to be an issue. So installing the water pump is actually going to be a definite issue because it attaches to the heads. So I could probably use that as an attachment point. So there's supposed to be screws that actually bolt the water pump actually onto the front of the engine. So, and those are short screws. So get a couple shorties here. I feel like I want to glue it though. Maybe the screws will be fine. Then I'll just glue the head section. Feels like there's a ridge on there. Not anymore. All right, so got one screw. Actually, it doesn't even go into the hole. Isn't that funny? So the hole that it's designed to go in, it doesn't even go in. Why is that? This hole right here, it's not going in. Alright, I think I need to mill it out. And that did it. That screw is not going in there for some reason. Could be that is glued over. That's exactly what it was. Why are you growling in your sleep? You don't need to do that. All right, so I think I'll be able to, the front half of the engine, at least this front half, I can get glued. I almost wish it was screwed on though. So I could get those pieces glued onto there, which should help keep the head in alignment. Definitely got some issues here with this drivetrain. So we're definitely gonna need some glue here. I gotta figure out a way to keep this like all together. It's like all the screws are ripping out. This thing is just falling apart, man. The block is spreading. So I basically need to get a clamp to go over this whole thing, because the elastic band just isn't going to do it. Basically something that we'll attach it like that. So I'll definitely need a clamp. Or tape. Tape actually will work. So I think I need to do, I think I literally need to wrap the whole thing with tape. Keep everything together. And then glue it. Might want to just toss on the valve covers though. Because if I toss on the valve covers, at least it will keep the the heck? Just toss the valve covers on. That way I'm not messing around with the valve train. Something like that. That should keep everything stiff. Kind of where things need to be, and I could basically just glue everything together. So I'm going to try that. I'm just going to wrap some tape on it, see what happens. Oh, looks like I'm going to be ending the live soon. I said I was going to end it at... Oh, this tape isn't even sticky, I don't think. I was going to end the live at noon. So it looks like I'm pretty much there. So I am going to at least have enough time to tape up this, I think. It's crazy. There's oil in the oil pan. That's awesome. This way. The starter is in the way. Let's rip the starter off. So I'll tape it like that. I'll put another layer of tape on the front. That's definitely more solid now. That way I can align the heads in the block, make sure everything is kind of still in place. I'll still be able to slide this valley in. So this valley is going this way, right? Yeah. So that valley goes like that. And it looks like there's a conflict. So it seems like the tape is too tight. So I'll have to loosen up the tape a little bit. Maybe I should just put the valley in place. Uh-oh. Screw fell out of something. No, just fell out of the thing. So it actually seems like that's right. So let's check and see how it operates right now that it's taped. Something binding. So what I can see okay. Something right there is binding. It might just be that the engine is too, I might have clamped everything too tight. Trying to tell what's binding. Stop that from leaking if I'm making that noise. It's annoying me. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. So right there, something right there is binding. I tell what it is. All right. Well, it's past the time. So what I will end up doing. All right. That's it. That's how we're ending it. So today on RC Guy Garage, what do we do? Just trying to finish out a project that I've had for quite a while. It's I obviously I taped it a little too tight, which is going to be all right. I'll loosen that up and I'll figure out what's binding. I see what it is right there. Is that it? No. Not sure where it's binding right now. I'll figure it out. Could be in the crank. It looks like the valves are actually all right now. We do actually have I have a valve that's hanging up. So it could be, I don't know. That's it. I'm actually going to get outside and I'm going to rip it. Temperature right now is 32 degrees. That's obviously when it gets a little, dangerous. One of the other things that I'm going to start doing too is I am going to basically take apart my. I'm going to take apart my Creighton EXP. Horizon still has not sent me my warranty for the thing there, for the rear diff. So what I will end up doing is I do have a locker in there, but the Creighton EXP, like I said before, seems like the Creighton EXP just isn't for me. I'm not. I think I was okay with it when I first ripped it, but I've ripped vehicles way harder than that, and I'm just not impressed with it. So I'm going to strip out the electronics. I'm going to leave the servo in there. I'm going to convert it into a 6S system. I'm going to throw 150 amp ESC in it. I'm going to take the 160 out. And the 160 is actually going to go in the X-Max. The motor, I'm going to pop out too, but I'm just going to leave that for something else. But the ESC is coming out. That's going in the X-Max because it's a 160 Spectrum. And then the motor I'm going to put in there is 1250 kV, I think. I forget. I'll have to check. I think it's a 1250 kV that I'm going to put in the X-Max. I think. I can't remember. I think that's what it is. So the 160 is going in there. I just got to electrify the X-Max. I do have a receiver that I can throw in there. It's not going to be obviously, a Traxxas receiver. It'll end up being one of my Radio Link ones with that Radio Link radio that I've got that's not up here anymore. What else? The receiver that's in the Creighton's coming back out, and it's actually going to go back in the Redcat Racing Gen 8 Axe Edition that I never used. So I literally did an unboxing. It sat. I waited 6 months to unbox it. It sat, and I pulled the electronics, or at least I pulled the receiver out of it, just so I could run the Creighton EXP. Because the radio, the GT5, I guess is a good radio. So I'll basically just repower the Gen 8 back to factory, and I'm actually going to start doing some crawling. Only because I'm going to brake less with these colder temperatures. Like this morning, 17 degrees out this morning. So I know the cold weather's coming. Granted, this weekend, so tomorrow and possibly Saturday are going to be high 50s, low 60s, probably not even make it to 60. Who knows? Which will be a nice day to go rip some stuff. But I got other stuff that I got to do too that, totally, unrelated to RC. It's going to actually make me some money. So what else? That's it. So I'm just going to jump into the chat real quick. Good day and keep up the good. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Who's that? Dan? Yeah, I try to. I was Dream does this, and I'm back. I don't even know when it stopped. Been here the whole time, Robbie? All right. Anyways, I didn't think I was going to be able to finish this thing today. I knew I'd get to a certain point, but I got to end this live stream. Got to go do some other stuff. Yeah, that's it. So anyways, thank you guys for coming to this episode from RC Guy Garage. I don't know where it died out. But yeah, I'm just going to be doing some other stuff. So, and I'll throw the camera on, and like I said, I don't even know if you heard what I said. I said, basically with this cold weather coming, COVID and coffee will be back. We'll do some more late night lives with RC Guy Garage. Obviously not outside, not with no 17-degree weather, but mornings like this, man, I have zero interest in going outside. So, anyways, I'm not out, but that is my phrase. Like I say, I'm out. You should get out too. And point blank, what? You should get out and rip it. You should. Now I'm gonna switch this around just so I can end the stream properly. So this has got a new feature. It does like a close and a wide. So what do we work on today? Today was just getting the model, the visible V8 engine, closer and closer. Keep forgetting with the cameras. Closer and closer to just basically being done. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. I may just give it, back to my son. It was his model, or I'll just, hang on to it. I'm not. Did I put this fan on wrong? I did. I put the fan on backwards. Did I? No, I didn't. Sorry. No, I didn't, right? No, I didn't put it on backwards. That was a close one. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Other than whoever's here, don't forget to give a thumbs up. But thank you for subscribing to the channel. It makes it fun. It makes it fun when people are here, especially like doing a live. Makes it fun. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of interaction. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys stick around. Don't forget to like, share, obviously comment. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It just helps the channel grow. So that's it. I'm just going to end this right where we are. Thank you guys for coming to this episode of COVID and Coffee Revelle Visible V8 Part 3 Forgotten Project. And I will see you guys later. I got to let my dog out. She's freaking out.